Arla, Perek Gimel, Mishnah Ches. The Mishnah starts off with the word Ketzad. How so? Bat Nur actually has a girsa of our Mishnah without the word Ketzad. Because usually when the Mishnah starts with the word Ketzad, it's about to elaborate on something that we've just said in the Mishnah before. In this case, however, the Mishnah is about to give us all the exceptions of what we said in the Mishnah before. Therefore, we can understand Bat Nur's girsa without the word Ketzad. So the Mishnah continues, Nispatzu hoe goizim. If the nuts become smashed. This is referring to the previous Mishnah where we said that according to the Chachamim, there are 6 specific items which are so choshev that they are not subject to bittul. One of those objects was a goize perech. Now the Mishnah is telling us if these nuts become smashed, or nispodu harimoinim, if the pomegranates become split. The pomegranates mentioned in the previous Mishnah as one of the 6 items of the Chachamim. Nispatchu hechovios, if the previously sealed barrels of wine become opened. Nischatchu hadeluim, or if the gourds become split, that we mentioned in the previous Mishnah. Nisposu hakikros, or if the loaves mentioned in the previous Mishnah become split. In all of these cases, these items now lose their chashivus, yalu be'echod u'mosayim, and they are subject to the law of bittul within the proportion of 200 to 1, which is the normal proportion that we have been using throughout in the case of Arla. The question is, at what point do these items become smashed or cut or split? Do we say that they must become smashed or cut before they fall into the mixture, so that at the time they fall into the mixture straight away they are bottle? Or perhaps it's sufficient if they fall into the mixture even when they're whole, and only after that become smashed, and from that point onwards they become bottle. The Mishnah Rishoina brings down the shitta that afilu nispatzu acha hataruvos botla. Even if they fell into the mixture when they were whole, and they only became smashed or broken after that, they're still bottle. Afal pi shenesu b'shas taruvosan. Even though at the time that they actually fell into the mixture, they were still osa, they become bottle from the moment that they are smashed. There is one rule, of course, which must be followed at all times, and that is, nobody can lechatchila come along to smash these items in order that they should become bottle. We have the rule, ein mevatlin issa lechatchila, and it must be that it happened inadvertently. If inadvertently they became smashed, then they become bottle in the mixture. The other point worth mentioning is that we see in this Mishnah that it brings down the case of nisparsu hakikros, if the loaves became split. We will recall that in the previous Mishnah, the Chachamim said that there were 6 specific items which are not subject to bittul because they are so choshev. Came along Rabbi Akiva, and Rabbi Akiva said, no, there are 7, there's an extra one. The extra one was kikros shel balabatim, loaves of a householder. Our Mishnah is bringing Rabbi Akiva's shitta of nisparsu hakikros, where the loaves become split, without mentioning anything about Rabbi Akiva. This is a classic case of machloikas va'achakach stam. Wherever you have a machloikas in one Mishnah, bringing down several shittas from different tanoim, and you then have another Mishnah which brings down one of those shittas without attributing it to anybody specifically, we have a rule, machloikas va'achakach stam, halacha kastam. The halacha is like Rabbi Akiva in our Mishnah. And indeed, Bat Nur brings down, Hai Stoma ke Rabbi Akiva, to Hilchas HaKavosei we paskin like him. Tosfos Yontef asks the question that L'chayr, this Bat Nur is a bit shver, it's a bit difficult, because in the very same Bat Nur in the Mishnah before, the Bat Nur said specifically, Ve'ein halacha ke Rabbi Meir, ve'loi ke Rabbi Akiva. And now in this Mishnah, he is paskining like Rabbi Akiva. But says the Tosfos Yontef, our Mishnah is the Ikar, it is a machloikas v'achakach stam, and accordingly we paskin like the stam, like Rabbi Akiva. V'ad kan, Mishnah Ches.